Those who know me have known me from that timid girl, village girl who has evolved. The things that I've had to go through that have refined me to become the person that I am today. And today, the only competition I have is my today's version. Tomorrow, I want to be a better version of myself. And I just want to throw this to Frida and just tell us, you have come this far. Looking back, what are your regrets?
For me to evolve to become who I am, and when I tell you I am becoming, it took someone to just sit down with me and tell me, Frida, you need to change. And you know that person is not a coach. A friend of mine who had just relocated from Eldoret to Nairobi. I went to her house. We had a discussion for 5 good hours. And she actually told me not to release my book last year. Because she looked at me and told me, you are better. And we have to solve it. That discussion we had up to midnight opened my mind. And that is when now I noticed I need help. And I've worked with people who have worked with me. And that time that I went back to my shell, I became too spiritual. I forgot everything else. And it took that 5 hours of someone who was not even a coach to just tell me, Frida, I'm looking at you and you're better. I've gone through what you've gone through, and I know you're better. So that is how I evolved.
Wow. Awesome. Haven't we all been at some point at that stage where we harbor bitterness, and that actually takes us to our emotional wellness, which definitely translates into mental wellness, because if your emotions are scattered, your mind cannot be okay. How will it affect the whole person in as far as becoming the best version of yourself is concerned, and even being able to be the right you so that you can influence other people?
The aspect of mental wellness, you can have money. I've shared the story of the lady I lost, the client. She had everything. She had her social circles, she had money, but if your mental wellness is not okay, if it's not okay, you use all your money. You'll make money to take it to hospital. Okay? You'll be financially well. You'll be looking at people, you're like, these people think I'm some type of way. Your circles will be, you see the way she said, she even withdrew from her circles. You're thinking everyone is against you. You think there's some conspiracy theory. So mental wellness is of utmost importance, as is every other pillar. But of mental wellness, if you're not okay, with all her education, being a finance person, she still went back into her cocoon. So if you're not mentally well, it affects every other aspect of your life. Yeah.
And that takes us now to the next question, Coach Rose. I took so long to embrace coaching, life coaching. Looking at you, from the moment you embraced coaching by default, whatever took you there, and looking at you now, the person that you have become, what is that advice that you would want to give to women, and generally everyone who is looking at coaching and thinking, I'm not sure this is what I need, I'm not sure I want to subscribe for it. What is the importance? What are they missing? What would you tell them?
First of all, thank you so much for that question. And you all agree with me that we perish for lack of knowledge. Something I keep saying, we are all at different levels. We have that self-awareness, maybe for those of us who are becoming, because for you to be in the journey of becoming, it all starts with awareness that you needed that to be able to be where you are. So what I would want to tell somebody who has not tasted of this, yes, you get to hear coaches, you ignore, or you say, I think I have enough, but nobody has enough. Personal development should be something that all of us need to embrace. Like even on a daily basis, read a book. We are talking about Thrive 360, looking at that wheel of life. On a daily basis, there must be something that you're doing for yourself towards each and every pillar. Be it social, what is it that you're doing with your friends? Which friends are you keeping to begin with? You need to have those that are adding value to you. Anybody draining your energy should be kicked out. And you're kicking them out with a boundary that is going to help you grow. And if possible, if they can be able to watch you from a distance and see what you're doing and make them grow, the better. On a daily basis, ask yourself, what is it that I have done for me as an individual through all the pillars? And that should be to everybody. If you're ignoring getting a coach or taking a program or even going for therapy, you're saying I'm very much okay, you are actually the person who needs help.
Thank you so much, Carol. What would you tell us going forward? What do we need to do? Your last word to us?
Purpose.
Purpose.
When you know your purpose, then life becomes bearable. Life becomes life. Do you understand? If you don't have a purpose in life, any road will take you. I mean, this one will come and tell you, "Twende Nakuru, twende." This one will come and tell you, let's go to this. Have like a life purpose.
So thank you so much, Carol. Frida.
When you talk about self-awareness, when you talk about self-development, make sure that you budget something for yourself. Budget. Why am I talking about budget? Because if you don't direct your money to go anywhere else, it will go everywhere. So directing your money, you do it through budgeting. And when you direct your money, at the end of the year, you tell yourself, I want to make this much. But this much will go to myself. This much will go to the rest. And unfortunate that we prioritize our children, we prioritize our husbands, but we forget ourselves as women. So even as you do your budget, remember yourself. Remember yourself. But my final one, completely, money touches everything. Manage it well. Make sure you multiply, and make sure that you protect what you have.
Thrive 360. Are you excited?
Yes.
I think some two beautiful ladies.